Hi there, I'm Brian from the Lincolnwood Library, here today to talk to you about Overdrive eBooks. Was your New Year's resolution to read more? We'll go through using your Lincolnwood Library card on Overdrive, using the Digital Library of Illinois to find, download, and read ebooks and audiobooks on your device. Let's get started. On your desktop or laptop computer, you'll need to use a web browser to get to our ebook catalog. We'll show you more about mobile apps later. So I'll use Google Chrome. And my computer is set to go directly to the Lincolnwood Library website, lincolnwoodlibrary.org. You can go there to pull up the library's information. And under books, movies, and more, we have ebooks and e-audiobooks. We've got a couple different options, but today we are going to go over Overdrive, which is right at the top. And our Overdrive ebooks are available at dlil.overdrive.com, the Digital Library of Illinois. This is a large group of libraries that pay for ebooks together. However, the Lincolnwood Library also offers some ebooks that we have purchased just for Lincolnwood residents on top of that. So this is a digital storefront. You can see all of the ebooks that are available. But if I scroll up to the top, you see that I need to sign in. So I'll click sign in. And then it knows that we came from the Lincolnwood link, so it autofilled Lincolnwood, but it may not do that. So you browse through the list and find Lincolnwood. Then your library card number. You need your full library card, all the numbers, and no spaces. So you enter your library card and hit sign in. Then it loads a more specific version of the Digital Library of Illinois, where it recognizes that we are with Lincolnwood. On the main page of this digital catalog storefront, we have different highlighted sections of content, hot Lincolnwood fiction, including our community read, hot Lincolnwood nonfiction, lists we've created, anti-racism reading lists, things that have just been added, items that are usually too hot to hold but are available now, mysteries, teen books, all sorts of different things. If I scroll back up to the top, there are options at the top. You can go by subject, and you can browse different subjects of books that you would be interested in, and also formats. Under collections, this is a very easy way to browse. You can go kid or teen, but you can go, for example, to ebooks that are available now, audiobooks that are available now, and even more. I'll click out of that. You can also see Kindle books, but there is search. So if I'd like to search, you can do a keyword or an author. Do James Patterson. And this is the search page. On the left, you can see options to limit your search even further. On the right, you see search results. The search results highlight the covers so you can browse through, see if something strikes you. At the top, you see if something is checked out, it will say waitlist. If it is available, it will say available in the gray bar. And you could click borrow. If you think you want to read something but not yet, you can add something to a list for later by clicking this flag in the lower right corner. You can click the three dots button to see additional options. If you want to see even more information about a title, you can click on its cover. You can see how many copies the Digital Library of Illinois group has, details, description, and reviews. You can also see other items that are similar according to Overdrive. Press the back button. It's also important to look at the format beneath the title and the author. The format, eBook, lots of eBooks here. They have the book icon and eBook. I can limit to audiobooks. Audiobooks have the headphone icon and audiobook. They are typically pretty large files. If I go to details, you can see how large the audiobook file is and how long they are. If you ever get lost, you can go back to the homepage by clicking the Digital Library of Illinois logo, and you can see the homepage. You also may run into things that you've checked out as you're browsing or searching. So I am reading Ready Player 2 by Ernest Cline, and it says borrowed there. So I can go to my loans. You can do that under My Account, and it shows all the specific sections of your account. You can see your loans, things that you've reserved that are not ready yet, your holds, your wish list, items that you have placed in this flag wish list, things that you've rated, titles that you've recommended the library purchase, your history, settings, and sign out. Now there is also this little bell icon. The bell icon is for your notifications, and if you click that, you can see if you have a hold that has come in. You have the option to borrow immediately, deliver later, and then specify a day that you are available to read the title or remove hold. But if I go back to search, you can also search for specific titles, maybe a book called The President is Missing that I'd like to read again. So I can press the title and see the book. On the right, you can see the formats that it is available in. You can read a sample or borrow the ebook. So I'll click borrow. Then you have the option how many days you want to borrow it for. If you're a super fast reader, 7 days or maybe 14 days. But I always tell people to check ebooks out for 21 days. Ebooks are automatically returned and there's no risk of fines or anything. So I'll press borrow. Then it asks me what format I want to read it in. And this is a really important question. Download EPUB ebook is the option you should use if you are on an Android tablet, an Android phone, an iPhone, an iPad, or any Kindle device with a touchscreen and the Overdrive app installed. You can also read with Kindle devices that are black and white with Read Now with Kindle. So to read your ebook on your Kindle, you click Read Now with Kindle, and it will take you to Amazon to sign in. So you click in email, or you can enter your phone, and you type your email address in, and your Amazon password. And click sign in. Depending on your settings, you may have two-factor authentication enabled. You may have to respond to a notification on your phone, or you may have to enter in a password. So here is the page that loads. It will load your Amazon account, and if you have multiple Kindles, you can select which Kindle or other device, but I want my Kindle, and to send this library book to my Kindle, all I do is press Get library book. So I will press Get Library Book to send this book to my Kindle. And it lets me know that it has been sent. And once you see that, you can close the Amazon tab and go back to Overdrive. So here is my Kindle Paperwhite. I'll press its sleep wake button to wake it up and swipe to open it. And on its home screen, I'll go to Settings and turn off airplane mode to make sure it has data. And it has connected to the library's internet. And here we go. It is downloading that book. So the download is complete, and it's just thinking. The item is complete, and it is finally downloaded. You see the cover. You press on the cover to open the ebook. It often starts with little pages like this. You can hit the X to get out. And on the left side, you can go to the previous page, and the right side, you can go to the next page. And here is chapter 1. You can press the top to see different settings and the home button to exit out. When you have finished reading your ebook, you'll press to get out of it and press the home button. Then you can press and hold on the cover and remove from device. And you've returned your Lincolnwood Library ebook. On your iPads or iPhones, you'll go to the App Store to download the Overdrive app. In the App Store, you can go to Search and press into the search bar and type Overdrive. Without the typos, search, and there you go. Now, you see that they are advertising other things. You'll just press the Get button, which will be next to the Overdrive app, although I have downloaded this before, so it has the cloud down arrow button. So you press Get or that icon, and you see it downloads, and as soon as it says open, you are ready to go to that app to get started. So the app has downloaded. Here it is. I will press to open it, and it asks you to sign up or sign in with an account, but you don't actually have to create an account. You can just use your library card as your account. So you can just press sign in using library card, and then we have to find the library. So you press into that enter a library name, and I can type in Lincolnwood and hit search. And there we go. So under Digital Library of Illinois, it finds Lincolnwood. So I press that, and it takes me into the Digital Library of Illinois, where I have to select Lincolnwood again. So from the long list here, I'll scroll down and find Lincolnwood. There we go. So now I have to enter my library card number. So I press into that card number box and go to my numbers. And that card number entry will be censored out, but you enter your full library card, 212-420-000, and then your 6 unique numbers, and press sign in. Then it's thinking and signing us in, and there we go. So we are signed in to the app. Now we do have to kind of tell it again to find the library. So again, Lincolnwood, search. And here we are with the Digital Library of Illinois. And one last time, we have to sign in, select the library, find Lincolnwood, enter that card number again. You want to use the same card number, of course. And again, this will be censored out. And once you've entered your library card number, 212420000, and your 6 unique numbers, you press sign in. So now you're signed in, and you see that it looks very similar to the interface that we saw before on the web. It has the Digital Library of Illinois catalog storefront. So you can see the same sections, and it may take a second to load. Now you can do both audiobooks and eBooks. So I'm interested in Between the World and Me here. So I'll grab the eBook and I'll press borrow. So again, it gives me those options. I can select a certain number of days. I'll stay with 21 and hit borrow. Now it gives me fewer options here. I want to download EPUB ebook. It's adding the title. And you see the notification in the menu. I press the menu and I can see the different sections, including files. For this ebook, it downloaded really quickly. For audiobooks, there are typically multiple parts. For ebooks, there's typically only one part. So you see it downloaded that part, and it's really small. It's only about 4 megabytes. So I'll press the back button and back one more time again. This is the menu, and to reach it, you press the 3-line button. You can see your library, and you can press Digital Library of Illinois at any time to go back to the catalog of ebooks. But you can see your files, you can see your settings, you can see your account information, and your history and help. But the main thing, either you'll switch between Digital Library of Illinois to find more ebooks to check out, and you'll switch to the bookshelf. So you've got the bookshelf here. I've got that ebook that I loaded. You can also press the Add Title button. Now that I've added the Digital Library of Illinois, it knows that that is my source for ebooks with this app. So I can press that, and it takes me back to the same catalog of ebooks. So I'll press that menu button back to the bookshelf and into that book. So I can swipe left and right to navigate between the pages, or just press on the right side to go forward and the left side to go back. I can press in the middle to bring up the menu. I've got options for brightness and page display and text size. I can make the text bigger. And you see that text is very big, so I might want to make that a little smaller. You can customize that to your taste. So you can page through. There are contents as well. You can press the menu, and you can see the index button over here to bring up the overview section, table of content, and if you have any bookmarks. You can use the flag button to put a bookmark in, so you can see that bookmark there. So if you're one of those people who you want to skip to the end, you can do that, or you can go back to the beginning and you just page through. Now if you exit out and go back in to the app, it remembers exactly where you were, which is really nice. And the index is live, so you can use that to switch back and forth really easily. So I'll press the middle to bring up the menu and hit the menu button again. Go back to my bookshelf. Now you can have up to 10 ebooks added at any one time, and you see that you have a certain number of days. I've got 21 days left to read that ebook. So I can go back to the catalog and I can browse through the ebooks. You can see the different things. Maybe I also want the audiobook. So I can press borrow. And again, same options. I can hit borrow. And then audiobook files are really big since audiobooks are long and you have to have all of the voice of the audiobook reader recording. So it doesn't download for you immediately. You can press download when you're ready if you have enough space on your device and you see the parts there. So I can go to my files and you see an overview of the process. You can press into the book to see the specific progress of the files. If you have a really large audiobook, you can only choose to download specific parts. You can download all. You can delete a certain part. And you do just want to wait, though, for small audiobooks like this for the entire thing to download. So you can press the check mark next to a part if you did choose not to download the entire audiobook, and then press download. So it will start downloading that part for me. So it shows you the progress of downloading each part, depending on the length of the part and your internet connection over Wi-Fi or cellular. That will determine how fast the parts download. And also, as soon as you are not downloading multiple parts at one time, your device can allocate all of its internet speed bandwidth to the remaining parts. So as soon as you have one part downloaded, like part 2, here it's about 35 megabytes have downloaded, the other parts will get all of your internet speed and typically download more quickly. So part 3, 35 megabytes about, again, has downloaded, and I'm just waiting for part 1. So there we go, it downloaded. Now, if you've read a certain part of an ebook and you need to free up space on your device, you can press it in this menu and delete. But I do not want to do that now. So I'll press back and back and back to my bookshelf. So you see at the top here, I've got my one book icon and my audiobook with the headphone. So I can press that and it will open up and start playing.
Penguin Random House Audio presents Between the World and Me.
And I can adjust my volume.
This is the author, Ta-Nehisi Coates. And
You've got your standard controls, play and pause.
And one morning while in the...
You can go back 15 seconds or forward 15 seconds.
Richard Wright. And one morning while...
Or you could go to the next section or back to the previous section and hit play.
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
You can also adjust the speed of the audiobook. So you can press that clock icon and maybe I want to go to 1.5 speed to be a fast reader.
This is the author, Ta-Nehisi Coates.
And you see that it does change kind of the tone and the pitch a bit. You'll have to listen a little more carefully, but you can be a quicker audiobook reader. You can switch that, of course, by pressing that icon and go back.
And if there is a fast audiobook reader, you can do 0.5 speed to slow things down even further. But I'll press cancel. You can also set up a sleep timer. Maybe you're reading a book that you've read before and it lulls you to sleep. You can do maybe a 30-minute sleep timer. So as you're playing, it will count down and it will stop and turn off the audiobook after that amount of time.
This is the author, Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Now, just like with your ebook, you can see the index and you can do bookmarks. That will be to that specific part of the recording. You can exit out of the entire app as usual, or you can switch using the menu to your other ebooks. Press the menu button, and the menu again, go back to the catalog. Now, it's kind of confusing sometimes because you've got your upper left menu button, and within the ebook catalog, you have this menu button over here. Now, this is within your catalog. You can see all of the different parts of your account. So you can see under loans what you have checked out. I've got 2 checked out. I can borrow 8 more for 10 total. I can see my holds. I don't have any holds placed. I'll show you how to place a hold in a minute. My wish list, things that I hit that flag icon to indicate I want to read later. I haven't rated any titles, and I haven't recommended any titles be purchased by the library. And I can see setting. You can set your default loan period. 21 days is what I always recommend to people. So I'll press the Digital Library of Illinois logo to go back. So I can add a title to my list of things I want to read later by pressing the little bookmark flag icon in the lower right corner. And I get that check mark saying that has been successful. So I can press the menu button and go to my account and see my wish list. And there we go. I have that book, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, in my wish list. Now, a great way to filter things. You can see all the titles on your wish list or the titles that are available now to check out. So that's a really great way to keep things that you're really interested in, and then you can just randomly say, hey, this book is available to borrow, and press borrow. But I'll go back to all titles. Maybe I want to reserve the first Harry Potter book. I can press place a hold. And it lets me know that I have successfully placed it and my position in the holds list. So I can go to my holds to see all holds. You're allowed to have 10 holds at any one time. You'll want to make sure that you have put in your email address so that they can reach you when your hold is available. You'll also be able to get a notification through the bell icon that a hold is ready to be picked up and downloaded. You can suspend holds or remove holds as well if you don't actually need a hold. So again, you can press the Digital Library of Illinois logo to go back to the home page of the ebook catalog, and you can press the upper left menu button to go back to your bookshelf. And of course, you can exit out of the app. So that is how the Overdrive ebook app works on an iPhone. We'll go over it on iPad briefly, but it is very similar. And it's also very similar on Android devices as well. On this iPad, I have the Overdrive app right here. So I can press to open it up. And I have been looking at the catalog. I've got the menu button in the upper left. So again, I can see all the different parts of the app, like my bookshelf. I haven't put anything in here. And Digital Library of Illinois. So here is the library. I can search for an author just like before, pull up the keyboard, and hit search. And here we go. So again, I can see all the different books, can press borrow, and borrow. I want to download EPUB ebook on an iPad, adding title. And it's downloading. It already downloaded so fast. There we go to the bookshelf. Press in, and I can press on the right side or slide to start reading. Lots of chapters in this book, and here is the beginning. You press in the middle to bring up the controls. All the controls are basically the same, except they're just a little further away at the top, in the corners at the bottom of the screen. Press the menu button to get all of the options on the left, and go back to the bookshelf. Again, to return, you press and hold, and return to library. And then, if you're sure you want to return, press return. Press the menu button back to the catalog of all of the ebooks. And of course, on this device, I can press the home button to exit out. On this Android tablet, I want to show how you can download and use the Overdrive app for Lincolnwood Library eBooks. This is an older version of Android, but most of the things will be the same. So from your home screen or your apps screen, you want to find the Google Play Store and open that up. This is the application that allows you to download other applications. There is usually a search bar at the top that you can press into, and it may remember your previous searches, but if not, you'll just need to type in Overdrive and search. Here we go, it pulled it right up. Now it may take you to search results instead, but for me it just knew that I had searched for that before and found the app. So this is the app that you're looking for, and you see that it recommends other apps that are related, and they have great videos and screenshots that shows how this app works. So you press install, and depending on your settings, you may have to enter in a password or do different security authentication. But you see the progress, it is installing after it downloaded. Once it says open, the app is installed on your device and you are ready to open it up. I'll press my circle button here to go back to my main screen. It installed the app on a second screen. I can press and hold that and move it over to the first screen. I'll press on Overdrive to open it up. And these screens are going to be very similar to the others we showed you on iPhone and iPad, but they may just look a little bit different. So again, you probably don't want to make a full account with them. You can just sign up using only your library card. So I'll search for Lincolnwood. Search. There it is under Digital Library of Illinois. So it finds my library in Digital Library of Illinois, and I just have to find Lincolnwood. There we are. And then enter the card number. And this will be blurred. Once you have your card number entered, you press sign in. And there you go. it is signed in to the app. Now I've got my menu on the left side. It looks a little bit different, but it is very similar in function. It has my library at the top, and account and settings and files and the bookshelf, which is what I am on now. So I'll press add a title. In the catalog, I still have to sign in, so I'll press sign in, and I have to select the library, not Rolling Meadows, so I'll search for Lincolnwood. There we are, and then enter the card number, and this will be censored, but you need your full number, 212422000, and then your 6 unique digits. Press sign in, and we are signed in. So again, I can see the collection in the catalog. I can see all the different books that are available. I can scroll through the catalog. So maybe I'd like The Splendid and the Vile by Eric Larson. I press borrow, and again borrow. It remembers my setting for 21 days. Download EPUB ebook, and it's loading the title. You see I got a notification in the upper left corner. I can see in my files that it downloaded. Press the menu button to bookshelf, and here it is. So you can swipe or just press to navigate through pages. Press in the middle to bring up settings. Most of the settings are at the top. These are basically the same settings. They're in kind of one menu here. Press out to get out of that and back to the bookshelf. So again, you can hit add a title at any time to go to the catalog or the menu button and Digital Library of Illinois at the top. In Overdrive, there are all the same search options, and I'd like to finish with advanced search, which is really powerful. All of the devices have advanced search. You can combine a couple different strategies to find what you're looking for. So maybe I'd like to find a mystery under subject. The subjects are kind of broad, from genres to very specific things, and I can scroll down and find mystery. Under availability, I only want things that are available now. I want to download it live. So I'll press available now. Under audience, you can say you're looking for a young adult or a child, but I just want a general adult audience, and I'm looking for an audiobook. So I'll do MP3 audiobook. There's all sorts of other options you could do. You could do an author or a title along with these other filters. This is a very powerful search. Fill out what you want in the advanced search menu. Scroll down, press the search button, and it found a whole bunch of results. So I'll just scroll through a little bit. And you can actually do other filtering as well. It is sorting by date added, but I would really like to see the popularity, and I can do popularity worldwide or in our library. I'll do from our library. So it's going to think, and here we go. So I've read a couple of the Sue Grafton alphabet books. I'll hit borrow on Y is for yesterday and borrow. So then I'll hit download MP3 audiobook. It's thinking, and it's added to my bookshelf. I'll press the menu button. I can see the files as they're downloading. I'll press on Y is for yesterday and see how it's doing. So it's downloading one at a time, which is going to download the parts more quickly. I can delete all or press download all, or I can select certain ones to work through. I'll just press download all, and I'm waiting for the rest to download. I've got 2 parts of this audiobook downloaded, and it can download in the background over my network connection. I'll press the back button and the menu button and go to my bookshelf. As soon as at least one part is downloaded, I can open this up. So I've got the audiobook open,
Addison
and I can
Taylor,
adjust my
Kinsey
volume.
and Houston, Aaron and Daniel, and
Got all the standard controls, play and pause,
Aaron and Daniel, and Jacob.
the sleep timer, I'll hit cancel, the speed of the reader,
Kinsey and Houston,
I can go back
Aaron and Daniel,
and
and
forward
Jacob.
15 seconds, go
May
to
you
the
live
next
with
or the
honesty,
previous
integrity,
chapter,
and compassion.
and I can see other settings and the index. I'll press back, go to my home screen of my device. The default audio player works with Overdrive, so from this menu here, I can press
Integrity and compassion,
and it will
offering
play
occasional
the
heartfelt
audiobook.
hurrah.
You can exit out of Overdrive at any time and go back,
Passion, offering the occasional heartfelt hurrahs to your ancient net.
and it will remember my spot. So I'll go back to the bookshelf and the menu and the files. Press Y is for yesterday, and this will download. Depending on my internet speed, it will take different amounts of time. So I'll press back, the menu. Again, you can go to the Digital Library of Illinois to see all of the books that are available. Returning books works the same. I can press and hold and return to library. I can share with other people or see details. And if I press that 3-dot button, it does the same thing. So I will return the Splendid and the Vile. And as soon as it disappears from your bookshelf, it has been successfully returned. And of course, you can exit out of the app using your normal system exit. So that is Overdrive on Android. Thanks for watching our class on Overdrive today. You can go to lincolnwoodlibrary.org to see all of our events, resources, and of course get to the physical item catalog. But today, under Books, Movies, and More, and eBooks and e-audiobooks, we covered Overdrive, Digital Library of Illinois. And in my account here, I wanted once again to highlight our community read, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. We have it both in ebook and audiobook format. And I'm going to place a hold on both copies. I've started reading it physically. It is a great book. So you can go to the Digital Library of Illinois to reserve your copy, and you can participate on Beanstack to log that you've participated in our community read. So we hope you've learned a lot about Overdrive. Thanks for watching.